Hi guys, Hamster here. I wanted to share another video with you guys and just keep you up to date on what I'm doing with this Glock 26. And I have a few upgrades that we've done to the Glock 26. You might be able to notice it right off the hand here. So far this weapon has proved to be extremely reliable. Very pleased with that. Round count wise now we're in excess of 300, almost 350 rounds. And so far we've only had one malfunction, which I do not contribute to the gun. It was an old reload and I had one failure go in the battery. Tapped on the end of the slide, went in the battery, round went off and ejected fine. I contribute that to the ammunition, not the firearm. So far I'm very pleased. The reliability has been good. Big concern until I get several hundred rounds through a gun. I don't tend to trust it. And so far this is proving to be reliable, earning my trust. Some of the features on this gun is extremely small. And the control surfaces are extremely small. Some of the things I did do to this was I did add the extended slide stop, which makes this a lot easier to manipulate. This weapon is safe and clear. These don't really improve how the gun functions, but it improves my ability to manipulate the weapon better. This teeny little, it doesn't look like a lot, but that tiny little bit right here does allow you to manipulate this a lot easier without having to change your grip on the weapon. I can maintain my grip, drop the slide much easier. Downside, it isn't a whole lot bigger. And you wouldn't think it would make it that much easier, but it does. And it looks still extremely small, especially compared to my SIG. Some of the control surfaces of my SIG are much bigger. You wouldn't think that would be an issue, but given the small real estate here and the size of my hands, if you're not careful, you can prevent a slide lock back on an empty magazine if your thumb is resting on it. I did not have that problem with the stock one. With this one, I did have it happen a couple times. That was my fault, not the gun's. But this has made it much easier to manipulate. Did put the extended magazine catch in. Also, it sticks out quite a bit farther. Probably picked up about 3/16 of an inch in height. Haven't noticed any issues shooting the firearm, but it is much easier now I can manipulate the slide and the magazine release without changing my grip at all. Could be an issue with your carry system. Something to look forward to. If you put this in, depending on your carry system, that could be an issue, accidentally depressing that and releasing your magazine. For me, that's not a problem, but firing the weapon is not an issue. It doesn't get anywhere near where my hands are when I'm gripping the weapon. I love both of these. Have been an A+. This was less than $5 and this was about $10. So about $15 and less than 15 minutes of your time to install both items. I think it's a huge improvement on your ability to operate the gun. The only other drawback to the gun is the size of the grip, which makes it very concealable, but it's hard to get a good purchase on the weapon, to draw the weapon, and it makes it much harder to shoot and get a good grip on the weapon. So we are running a grip extension on the factory magazine. Now I've tried 3 different grip extensions, or actually more than that. I've narrowed it down to a few. Some of the most popular. This is one of the most popular. This is the Pearce grip extension. This is a PG26. This is one of the most common grip extensions you'll see for the Glock 26. It's decent. It helps. It's an improvement. But okay, it doesn't increase capacity, but that also doesn't affect reliability, and it is an improvement. Another item I found from Pearce is the PG2733. This is a +1 capacity, so this has a different little base plate inside here, and this will give you turn your 9mm into a 10-round, from a 10-round magazine into 11-round magazine. Same amount of extension as the PG26, so it doesn't give you any more room here, but it does have the checkering on it, which matches the factory Glock. See if I can see that identically. So the checkering does look good. It does make the weapon look nice. It looks factory. It does improve your grip and give you a 1-round capacity. Now, while I did not see any malfunctions using this, I still tend not to trust it, because that's changing the spring geometry and it makes me a little nervous. The one item I did find and I like the best is the Pearce grip extension. It's the PG26 XL. This I found to be the best grip extension for the Glock 26 out there. It gives you about a 1/4 inch more than the standard PG26. It also incorporates the standard checkering, which looks exactly like the factory Glock. So when this is installed, it will look pretty much factory. This is how it looks in the gun. So your checkering, it will look like the gun came with it. And it allows you to get a full purchase on the weapon without your pinky hanging over or anything. So this makes it much more easier to control, easier to draw. It just makes everything function a lot better. So that's the 3 upgrades I did. I finally decided we're going to go with the PG26 XL. We went with the extended mag catch and the extended bolt release, and that's about all we're going to do to this firearm. It's proven to be reliable, and these 3 things have addressed any issues that we've had. So if you've got a Glock 26 and you're looking to make some improvements for 15 bucks and 15 minutes of your time, those are 2 good items. You don't have to do both of them. You do either or none. The weapon will function. I had no trouble. I had a little trouble manipulating these without changing my grip before. This isn't my primary weapon. This is my wife's weapon, and she had a little problem with the control surfaces manipulating them. And these have made it very easy for her to operate the slide in a magazine release. And this has definitely gave her a complete full grip. She's quite happy with this now. The size, the weight are perfect. The control surfaces are the size that she can easily manipulate, and she's able to get a full grip on the weapon. And with more practice, she's getting quite good quite quick. But so Glock 26, 3 simple things that can make this a much more usable weapon. This is what I did. You know, leave in the comments what you've done. If you found anything that improves it even more, you know, let me know. Thanks for watching.